All right, Brother Howard, Brother Howard Shy, Kyle Howard, Brother Howard Shy, Brother Howard Kakadach. Step on into the elder apostle, great Milton, who will, and sincere citation that I can put in the truth across the four corners of the earth to the fear and power of Yahweh, shall try to hope will let. And who the world inwardly called God is named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, named Yahweh Shai, or the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, and those who line descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the gathering amongst the nations of the four corners of the earth. This is my hearty call from the great millstone, Los Angeles camp. Back from another lessons. I'm now Rastadah. Lord willing, be edifying through the fear and power of Yahweh Shai by Shem Kakadash. It's an article, all right, from Zero Hedge. G20 announced its plans to impose digital currency and ID worldwide. All right, G20. All right, it's what the G20 or a group of 20 is an intergovernmental forum comprising 19 sovereign countries, the European Union, and the African Union. It worked to address major issues related to the global economy, such as international financial stability, climate change mitigation, and sustainable development. All right. So we read that already. Remember G20? He's got Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, Germany, France, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, the UK, and the US. See? So even though you have the beast, all right, which comprises of the NATO and the EU, all right, this is some of the part of the beast, all right, with the other nations that are not part of the NATO and the EU, all right. So it goes back to the article. Said a group of 20 leaders have agreed to a plan to eventually impose digital currency and digital ID on their respective populations to fight fear that government will use them to monitor their people, spending, and crush dissent. That's exactly what's going to happen. All right. Let's see, let's go down. The European Commission chief re-emphasizes need for digital ID. At the summit, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen called for an international regulatory body for artificial intelligence. All right, so this is what the part of the image of the beast. All right, basically how they're gonna want this new world order to be ready and upgraded. All right, digital ID system similar to coronavirus vaccine passport, which is gonna be ultimately gonna be tie in to the MOTB. Okay, they already talk about the digital ID and an implantable chip that can be integrated under the skin. Okay, she called for the UN to have a role in AI regulation and called the European Union COVID-19 digital certificate a perfect model. So all these were test runs and rolling out different phases of the logistical and systems to be integrated and to support the beast system. All right, all right, the image of the beast. Okay. Let's go to 83. It's Psalm 83 and 1. Start at 2. 1. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemy make a tumult. The enemy, all the other nations, so-called white people, the Chinese, the Asians, the Japanese, East Indian, the so-called African, of the Hamite background. All right, they're all our enemy. All right, because they calling on the UN. Okay, and let's speak about the UN. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and who's are the people? All right, the Israelites. All right, so-called Negro and Latino, Native American Indian. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden. Right, because the the penalty of taking the MOTB, all right, is only to the Israelite, technically. All right, because the law, statute, commandment was given unto us. Okay, so they take that MOTB, they're gonna be destroyed. All right, and we are the hidden one. Okay, they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more and remembered." Right, they have done that. Right in the past. All right, talking about slavery and stuff. But now they're gonna try to do it permanently through the digital system. All right, they're trying to put Israel back into a perpetual, all right, slavery. All right, via the digital the beast system. Okay, because they think by them putting Israel, all right, to slavery, that they'll be able to get their birthright back, and that's not gonna happen. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All right, the tabernacle of Edom, so-called white people, the Ishmaelites. All right, the so-called Arab, Moab, Chinese, and Hagarine, Gebal, and the Ammon, Japanese, Amalek, which is the tribe of Esau. All right, with the Small Hatter, the Philistines, with the inhabitant of Tyre, so-called African, Ashur. Also joined with them, they have hoping, all right, the children of Lot. They Lot. And the children of Lot or the uh, Moab and Ammon, okay? Also the Korean, so-called Korean, okay? So they have conspired with one consent to get rid of us, all right? It said, the European Union is currently trying to introduce a block-wide digital identity app that would consolidate various personal information, including passports, driver license, and medical history. The future is digital, right? Because this is what they're all pushing for, all right? The internet of body, the internet of things. There's a path to messages to the G20. We should establish a framework for state responsible AI with a similar body as the IPTC for climate, digital public infrastructure, or an accelerator of growth. They must be trusted, interoperable, and open to all, said President von der Leyen in a post on social media. The IPTC is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. All right. Government prepare ways for the CBDC. All right, with the central banking digital currencies. IMF managing director Kristalina Georgieva praised her Indian counterpart via X, formerly Twitter, for leading the way in setting up a roadmap for crypto regulation. She said the IMF was also contributing to proposal for a comprehensive policy framework. In a separate press statement, Ms. Georgieva said more work lie ahead, including the realm of digital money and crypto assets. To this end, the G20 had tasked relevant institutions to improve regulation and supervision of crypto assets. It's all talking about the inner working, the framework, all right, the software, the logistical uh, aspect of the image of the beast. All right. There's several major economies, including Japan and Russia, will roll out their pilot CBDC this year. Nigeria, and that just show you that uh, this whole so-called, I want to say so-called, but this whole Russia versus the NATO EU, ultimately, it's of Yahweh Shai, all right, that he controls all and want these things for property states. But on the flesh level, all right, Esau Edom think he controlling, all right, both sides, all right. How Russia being the control opposition, all right. When in reality, they're all working and pushing toward the same thing, and that's that New World Order, all right. Which is ultimately the image of the beast, okay. Nigeria launched Inara, the world's first issue CBDC, but it has proved unpopular. All right, cause as a testing ground. All right, less than 0.5% of citizens have said they had used the digital currency, and government efforts to encourage its use have failed. All right, but they will, like the scripture said, it could be made mandatory. All right. Pretty soon they're gonna make this thing mandatory. All right, it's Revelation 13 and 16, and he causes all, okay, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which is in the Greek word charagma. All right, it goes to the root word karak. All right, something to be inserted inside of you, and that could be that RFID, all right, implantable chip. All right, it's gonna have to be your digital passport that they're talking about in this article. Okay, banking, identification, all that, medical, all that gonna be in there. All right, in their right hand and their forehead. NOT, he require everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on their right hand and their forehead. So it could be a requirement. All right, to have that implantable chip in you, with everything gonna be digitally tracked and monitored and stored. Okay. It said, okay, we're getting toward the end of the. It said, if designed properly, the CBDC could hold great promise to support a digital financial system that works for everyone, Steve. And we just read, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark and a bread. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell. That's going into the financials. That could be for everyone. That could be participating into this beast system. And that no man might buy or sell save he that has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? It said, but that is an important if, Queen Maximus said, adding, if designed and implemented with inclusion in mind, the CBDC could offer many options to expand access to the unbanked and to serve the vulnerable and the poor. See? It was just read in verse 15. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So that could be the exception, because they're still going to have a control on who's gonna get what amount, what you can do, what you can spend. All right. Instead of reading already, if you overspend, based on your spending purchase, if you go over your carbon footprint based on your digital purchase, all right, they'll cut you off for that for the rest of the month. All right, and you have to wait till the next month. Okay, so they just show you how they're gonna be tracked and monitored and restricted. However, her statement in support of the plan have come under criticism by some, and you don't have to worry about that. All right, so pretty much, all right, it's going into the inner working and the framework of the beat system. All right. Was that one or two? Psalm 2 and 1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? All right. And it's a vain thing to put everybody in a digital enslavement, but the Revelation 13 cover that. All right. And it's the Most High program. He put it in the minds of the people to do these things. All right. But they're not going to be successful, as you know, as you read in Job 20. All right. They can be interrupted while they're getting it off the ground. The king of the earth set themselves, and the ruler take counsel together. All right. If we read about it in Psalm 83, that some of the nations here, part of the G20. Okay. And the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh Shai and against his anointed thing. Let us break their band asunder and cast away their cord from us. All right, teach that. Let us break their chains. They cry and free ourselves from slavery to God. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. All right, yeah, because get to the point that the Lord gonna have them in derision. All right, you're gonna have these leaders in derision. All right, mockery. They're gonna be mocked. All right. Okay, it's a dumb, it's a pointless, vain plan to have to put everybody in a digital enslavement and track and monitor everybody. But they're gonna try to be like the Most High. All right, so we got First Thessalonians. We got 4 or 5. Second Thessalonians. Yeah, Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come and fall away first, right? Which was us, all right? Children of Israel, we fell away. We lost that commandment, our heritage, our nationality. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, that's Esau, Edom. All right, they'll call white people the son of perdition, who opposes, all right, that he is the opposition to the Most High, all right, and the Son, Yahweh Shai, all right, and the children of Israel. Adopting himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, and that's what he's trying to do. All right, you want to track and monitor everybody like God do. All right, because he thought even he can't see what everybody doing 100% of the time. All right, ultimately, how about y'all try to control all things on the earth? All right, and Esau want to do that through the chip because he could be able to put thought in your mind when you're gonna sleep, when you're gonna wake up, when you're gonna buy stuff. He's doing it on a carnal level. It's not gonna work. All right, it's artificial. He's artificially trying to make himself a god. All right, it's not gonna work. Okay, so yeah, this article is just the framework and working. All right, of the beast system, the image of the beast. All right, so with that, shalom.